Welcome, folks. Slightly delayed with some last-minute technical hitches, but here we are in the Rise of the GodSlayer expansion for Age of Conan. My name is Craig Morrison, and I am the game director and executive producer on Rise of the GodSlayer. I'm sitting here with Joel Bylos, who is the lead designer on the expansion, and Joel is going to take you through a little trip today through Conan province, which is one of the playfield regions that you'll be able to explore for yourselves when Rise of the GodSlayer goes live next year. And what we're going to do today is we're going to take you on a tour through some of the features of the expansion, through this playfield. The little party you can see in front of us, led by Joel's very Conan-esque looking character here in the foreground, is going to take us on a tour through the playfield, explaining a little bit about the lore and the history of why the players come to find themselves in this eastern land in Katai, and how it ties into the story of King Conan himself, and how you guys will be able to explore this content and get to know more about this strange new land in Katai. So without further ado, I'm going to hand you over to Joel, and I'm actually going to take control of one of these characters here in front of you while he takes us through the province of Conan.
Hello everyone. I hope you understand the Australian accent okay. Otherwise I'll just, I'll speak with a proper British accent. But here we are. Welcome to Conan province. My wily group of companions. I first just wanted to make a disclaimer here, and that is that we're in beta. We're running live in the closed beta, which means that there may be other players around. There'll definitely be some few hitches that you'll see, like naked NPCs and so forth. Yep, it's a beta, that's life. Alright, so let's get started. If my group will just form up, and let's move on. Conan's so awesome that he probably won't do a whole lot of fighting. He'll do a lot of talking instead. So the first area we're going to enter is the Red Forest of Conan. As you can see, it's very beautiful, and we've tried to keep it very open in this playfield, and tried to make it so that people always have somewhere they can go, somewhere they can see and say, oh, I want to go and look at that, I want to go and do that. So some of the monsters that you'll encounter in here, general wildlife, wolverines, tigers, and so forth. So we're just going to run along the road here. A large part of the story in the expansion is the road through Katai, because the road is truly the backbone of Katai, and you can generally tell by the state of the road in any area that you are in the game just how bad things are in that playfield. So this road's not particularly bad yet. Alright, so off here you can see on our left and right, these are the firebirds of Conan, and if our archer, our ranger, has a little trick, these guys are basically, if somebody would run towards them, go off to the group on the left there. Yep. You see that these guys, oh, yeah, okay, they throw their head in the ground. Yeah, okay, they're attacking. So I'll let my group deal with that. What you'll find with the firebirds is that they tend to run away from people. They don't like it when they get close. And so there's a little trick for dealing with them. And when we can find a slightly larger group, I'd like our yeah. So you see over here, this guy has stuck his head in the ground. That's the way that you pull the group. You basically have to attack with range first. All the ones in the vicinity will stick their head into the ground in fear, and then you can catch them and take them down. These are some of the small tweaks we're trying to do in the expansion to make the gameplay slightly more interesting for players. Just small things we're doing with the monsters and their AI to make it more intriguing. And you'll have to figure out how the monsters work in a lot of cases. Okay. So, I'm just going to get the guys, yep, they're with me. Let's just cut north. Have a look at this corrupted tree. Fight some of the darkspawn that are around the tree. So another large part of the storyline in the expansion is the corruption that's spreading through the Empire. And how that corruption came to be, well, that's part of the mystery. But you'll find these patches of corruption in amongst the beautiful playfields of Katai. Oh, that's a dramatic death. So yeah, you'll find patches of this this corruption, and you'll find that these creatures, the darkspawn, have been appearing there. So yep, just going to let my guys kill a couple of these guys before we move further on. Come on, guys. Kill, kill, kill. Alright, Conan's coming in to finish the job because Conan's awesome. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, so I'm going to head back out to the main road here. Try to avoid dying on the way. And yep. Where is my team? I need to find those guys. So I'll try to get out of this fight just so I can show you guys a little more. So this is the crossroads. From the crossroads you can either run. You can either keep running to the east, which will lead you into a battlefield, which we'll come back to later, or you can head north. So we're going to travel north from here. So I'll just gather up my team and we'll keep moving north. I think it might be a good time for us to grab our mounts at this point, guys, to ride north. So I'm just going to mount up. As you guys can see, it's the tiger mount that we're using today. We're not quite ready to talk about the wolf mount yet, but the tiger mount is, as has been described, you can see it. I'll just pull out for a bit of a view. Some of the guys can show off what the tiger mount can do. Yep, it's great. Yep. And the way we've set up these mounts is that you have to actually earn them by doing raising them from cubs through a long storyline, and hopefully you'll grow attached to your mount, and you'll be able to collect food for it and do certain things that will make the mount respond to you more. But of course, don't try to pet your mount straight away or it'll bite your hand off, because it's Conan after all. Okay, one of the events in this playfield is a large battlefield to the south, and those guys you can see here are marching off to battle. They're a member of the faction called the Scholars of Cheng-Ho. The Scholars of Cheng-Ho are fighting the Tamarin Tigers, and that's a war that's ongoing between these two factions. So there's a city in the north that's dedicated to the Scholars of Cheng-Ho, and as you can see by the banners, we visually identify that this city belongs to this faction. Okay, so now I'm going to dismount. Just need to... Okay. Yep, so this city is owned by the Scholars of Cheng-Ho. I'm not sure, I think I stand okay with this faction, so they won't kill me straight away. So I just wanted to show that we've laid out these playfields to try and make them PvP friendly. We really want people, to enjoy the PvP in these playfields. And so what we've done is we've designed the cities in a way that means that every single player can reach, lots of different areas, lots of different places. We're trying not to let the guards choke the activity too much. The only thing that the guards should be doing is stopping unwarranted ganking, and we're trying to keep it as open as possible. So I can probably, you can get on roofs. I failed, epic fail. That's what happens when you let designers play. But yeah, you can get on roofs. You can hunt people through the streets. All of the buildings are open. All of these little nooks and crannies should be available for players to explore and enjoy. Okay, I'm just going to run a little further into the city. You see this creature on the right, it's called a Moonchild. The Moonchildren are actually a reward that you can earn by joining this faction. They're a pet that you can get, that players will be able to get. Okay. Yes. Well, this villager didn't like me particularly, so I think I'll let one of my companions take her down for me if they can. I can't think what I did to offend her, but she's probably just upset because she doesn't have pants. So here we are, moving on. If you look up here to the right, you can see, I'll just show you as we run out the gate here. We have a place, it's a dungeon called the Pillars of Heaven up here. And from Pillars of Heaven it's quite a spectacular view. You'll be able to look over the entire city from up here and see the entire playfield. It's really an amazing place. And over there on the left is the Palace of Yunrao. Yunrao is the warlord who controls this city. And the Scholars of Cheng-Ho work for him, not necessarily voluntarily. And that's part of the storyline that players will get to explore here. Okay. So that's Gunhai, the city of Gunhai. So we're just going to run a little bit out of the city. We'll run back through and head north. Yep.